Eh. Bech. Eh. Alright, cool, so that's not a thing. Alright. Crubfusk. This stream should go better than the last stream did. Bilp. Live weekly discussion stream. Hello, Valor. And if yeah. Hello, Kent. All right, so getting that shared. Somebody somebody on Twitter is now convinced that I'm trans. I think that's hilarious. He's looking out for me. I've never had surgery. So, here's a QT for the NBs. There we go. I like how that's the assumption. Because I said I identify as he, him. And I do, because that's the gender I was assigned at birth, and I'm cis. But this motherfucker wants to... you know? This motherfucker wants to be anti-trans. And so they're coming up with the wrong fucking thing. Like, you don't need to dilate if you're trans male. That's not how it works. I think maybe you need to dilate, like, something, but I don't think this isn't. I think this is for trans females. Let me look at the link here while I send this to my server. Everyone, then Balsp. So, yeah, see, it's all about MTF. And I don't have a wound, but if I did, since I'm identifying as FTM in this alternate universe, I would not need this advice. So, like, this guy's just dumb. But, you know, I mean, hey, he linked some gender-affirming resources, so I'll retweet that. He's very stupid. He also thinks that, like, what happened at Cider Riot, I think is what it's called, or whatever, Cider something. You know, I think I looked this up recently enough that it's probably still in my shit. Yeah, it is Cider Riot. Alright, cool. I remembered properly. what happened at Cider Riot to the woman who was clubbed in the back of the head by a coward was good, according to this fucking loser. So, hello, Earth Nerd. Yeah, so, this guy, like, is a bigot piece of shit. And so, he said, I hate... Actually, you know, I think I probably can just share this shit. Let me share it, like, before I do that with some people on Tweltwer. But I think I can just share this. So... let me pop this open. Alright, so... fucking... I think it's this one, if I remember correctly. I need to label everything better. Yeah, it should be this one. It should be fine. So, I hate leftists because they burn down businesses and attack people for their speech. This is... Reminder, if you hate the left more than you love liberty, you don't love liberty at all. Either let them believe what they want and use their resources, minds, and bodies as they see fit, or stop pretending you support freedom. It's simple. Freedom is universal or non-existent. And he says, I hate leftist. By the way, this is a common theme. This bullshit. If you see this, you know you're dealing with somebody fucking stupid. Because this is really fucking stupid. When they, like, can't, fucking make a plural, and they're talking about a group of people. It's like, I hate leftist because they burn down businesses and attack people for their speech. I believe in reciprocity. If leftist use violence, then all violence to stop leftist is fair game. I don't care if they chop their dicks off and pretend they're women. I don't want them reproducing. And he misspelled there, as you can see. So, I said there. Anti-trans motherfuckers hate pronouns so much they can't even spell them. Address the argument. Guy who pretends they're a hedgehog. Go suck on your hot dogs, just like your cartoon hero. Fucking my Sonic stuff pisses so many people off. That's why I keep it going. Because that's fucking hilarious. These people are dumb. Okay, so then, I said, I identify as he/him/hedgehog. But thanks for acknowledging us NB people, bestie. Of course, I'm not NB. I didn't say us, but, you know, fucking, you can read what I actually said. Don't forget to dilate. And so I posted a cat with dilation. Fucking... It seems you are misinformed. I don't want your new wound to close up. Here's a link to some resources. And so he links this thing, and it's just like, this is for MTF, not somebody who identifies as he, him. So he's wrong. He's assuming I'm trans, and he's assuming that I'm this type of trans, even after being wrong about that. So let's see if fucking... This is all I had to say. Like, aw, he's looking out for me. Never had surgery, so here's a QT for the NBs. People like this really think they've got something, and then I just show them that they don't. Like, imagine being this fucking dumb. This fucking dumb is, like, reserved for cultists. But so many people on the right are fucking cultists. They're dumb pieces of shit. That. Post it. There. And post it in one more place. Actually, there. And there as well, because I might as well. Yeah, alright, so let me look at the chat here. Yeah, Earth says, I don't want him reproducing. Yeah, that'd probably be good. Kant says, grammar 100, yep. This guy maxed out his stats on that. He just rolled a crit fail. Valor, my ex-girlfriend and her friends are trying to dox me and get my address. IDK what I did. It's been like 3 years since I last spoke to her. Well, they're shitbags. Fuck them. Okay, so dilation is when you have like an MTF, like they do a vaginoplasty, which is basically like they cut off the dick like close enough to like sort of widen it, and you've got to keep that wide because it's gonna naturally want to close up. It's one of the reasons that I kind of discourage the surgery, because that sounds like hell. But if that's what you got to do to get your like body to affirm like what gender you are, I mean, more power to you. It just seems unnecessary. I think social transition is a whole lot better than surgery. But it's not my body, not my choice, and it should never be my choice. So I'm not here to impose jack fucking shit. Valor says, IDK, they leaked my friends' phone numbers and they made jokes about raping me and started spreading my information. This is why social media for kids is oftentimes a mistake. That is shitbag behavior, but it's encouraged by people online. Nope, should not be happening. Earth says, if it closes up, it'll create a pocket and there's risk for infection. Yeah. Valor says, they live 2 hours away from me. Well, I wish you well on that. Motherfuckers be insane. I would advise disconnection as immediately and as completely as possible. Those people sound like they're on their evil arc. I think this is empty. I need some water. I just got done with a 2.5 hour stream with ANCAP Air about the problem of right-of-way bullshit in Liberty circles. So if y'all want to watch that, it's on Twitter, and it will be tomorrow on YouTube, Facebook, Odyssey, and BitChute. Kant says, if it escalates further, may need to report it, at least telling parents your safety comes first. Yeah, if you haven't already, do that. Like, honestly, you should do that already. If your parents really care about protecting the children and they don't just hate trans people, they'll be on your side about this. So, this is your chance to test that, I guess. Because my guess would be that the people involved here don't have their parents' approval, and their parents could probably do something about it. Because this is an unacceptable way to treat children. But we have an environment, and we've had an environment for a long time where this sort of bullshit's encouraged. Where where this kind of mentality. I mean, that's the reason I went against Dan, and one of the reasons I went against Jane. Before, it became concretely clear that she was a scammer, and way before it became concretely clear that she was a groomer working with other groomers. Because she was already a toxic bitch. So people got to get rid of this toxicity. Otherwise, the next generation they grow up in will be uninhabitable. Oh, I'm being tagged in my server. What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna look into this real quick. Because I don't think this is true. Paramount made a statement a few months ago about supporting Israel. You're disgusting if you can't stop yourself from paying money to see a movie from a company that is supporting a genocide. Elon Musk has made a statement in support of Israel. Delete your Twitter. God, this performative woke bullshit. Elon Musk straight up went to fucking Auschwitz to virtue signal with Ben goddamn Shapiro. If you're going to boycott anything that's associated with pro-Israel people, get off every platform that's associated. This is garbage. That's not real. Let me pop this open so y'all can see this fucking shit for what it is. Actually, I'll quote this before I do that. So you'll be deleting your Twitter then, since Elon Musk basically capes for the state of Israel. Or is it only worth boycotting if you can virtue signal about a trending topic? If it's that bad, don't even pirate it. Why would you even want to if it's this evil? Sonic. There we go. There we go. That'll make him happy. The guy who sent this is anti-piracy to begin with, but I'm gonna post this in his server as well because I might as well. And then there we go. Yeah, let me respond to this live. But hey, at least we know from your username why that is. You're into this because of other reasons than the actually screen name. There we go. I win. Those comments win. Okay, so what's the plans for the coming week? The secondary, the late week plan, we're going to do a stream on Christian anarchy. Um, we're going to do that with ANCAP Aragon because I just did a 2.5 hour stream on the recent rightoid bullshit, and part of the concluding things was the idea that if people behaved more like actual Christians should, there will be a much more ethical resulting society. I'm very fucking tired. So, like, I've been awake all day. I've been working on content. There's going to be at least 3 more posts on Anarch Unity by the end of the week because of the work that I've been doing on content. And because I gotta work my fucking ass off. Because I got to make $680 by Friday, or my website is down, my phone is off, and I can't pay rent. So, all those 3 combined with the fact that I kind of have to eat food in order to not die mean that I'm going to try to earn $680 by the end of the week. So, that'll be on my agenda. The other day I spent like... oh, and also, of course, storage unit. So, all of that will be on the agenda, and I've got to make enough content to earn that. I've got to make enough content that I, can earn the support. And also, I'm going to be seeking other things as well, like if people got graphics jobs they need done, they can hit me up. Whatever, I'll be doing what I can to make it with, like, actual work. Whether that work be content for people so that they can feel I've earned it in political spaces, or whether that be fucking gig labor or some shit, whatever. But either way, my general shit is going to be at least 3 pieces for Anarch Unity. I really want to get back to daily vlogging, and I'm going to do the stream on Saturday with ANCAP Aragon and whoever he can invite and whoever I can invite by then. If there are Christian anarchists y'all want to hear from, feel free to tag them in the Saturday in the post and see if they're free Saturday. So there's lots of stuff. There's lots of stuff coming. My plans for this week are fucking pretty thick. Cuz I got to get everything off the ground. But I've got lots of time, lots of room, and I think I can probably make it work. So I'll be letting y'all know. But yeah, the stream against rightoids, I did a video recording of that stream, of me anyway, and I also did the whole thing as a Twitter space. So basically, the Twitter space is available already, and the video form will be available on YouTube, Odyssey, BitChute, and Facebook tomorrow, along with a clip from one of my other recent appearances on another thing. I'm going to start putting clips up from my recent appearances on things, and or from my appearances in general on things, and I'm going to start doing that on my Facebook, where I can actually get paid for views, so that people can fall down a content hole of my bullshit on Facebook, and maybe those views can actually start to pay some bills. Because that's where I've been being able to be paid, and there was a performance bonus at the beginning, but now that is no longer there. So basically all I'm operating off of is views and ad revenue. So I'm going to be really pushing to make Facebook an actual income source, especially since then I could just show that to a landlord or something and no longer have to live here. So that'll be my goal. My current goal is to get sustainable as fuck. If there's anything y'all want to talk about, though, feel free to put it in chat and I will talk about it. If not, could be a somewhat short stream. . Also, let me send this here because I might as well. But yeah, I got $5 from somebody for the stream, so clearly somebody thought that was worth it. Oh, so, I mean, like, I said a lot about him in that spaces. So, what I'll say about the Sal Sitch is that my content about that will be available everywhere tomorrow and is already available on Twitter at JeremiahEXE. So if you want to hear my perspective on that situation, it's already pretty much laid out. So there's no reason for me to lay it out completely here, especially since it'll be on my channel tomorrow. So even like people without the other access to the other resources will be able to see it. So I feel like it'd be redundant for me to say my shit today and then also say my shit now when I've already said it. Like, but basically, yeah, I used to think that maybe he was just heading down a direction and then would come back, but he really wants his numbers. And I don't have numbers, you know? I would really like numbers. But he has numbers because the people who gave him numbers don't care about principles. Don't care about, like, the means to actually get anarchy. So, they are over here supporting that shit. And, as a result, he doesn't have any incentive to stop. You know? He doesn't have any incentive to get principles because he's getting his money from the unprincipled. Like, I've had a problem with that for a while. I've had a problem with a lot of people in those spaces basically not being libertarian. It's been severely bothersome, especially since some of these people are people that I have directly promoted before. And some of these people used to be on board with this mentality of like, hey, maybe we shouldn't control people. But now these people are like, oh, well, but those people are on the left, or they're part of the woke mind virus, or the blah, 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 so we can control them, and we're the ethical ones, really. Like, fuck off. You know? No, you're not. No, you're not. So that. But yeah, do you have another subject? Because it's not that I don't. I mean, I don't want to. It's not that I'm opposed to talking about it. It's that I already talked about it today a lot, and I'm already gonna be posting that to YouTube tomorrow. So there's no real point in rehashing everything now. It'll just be like repetitive content. Oh yeah, actually, here's a pet peeve of mine. When I make a thread on somebody on Twitter and the thread is not accessible from the outside because only one tweet is visible because Elon Musk fucked up the way Twitter is displayed because he's a piece of shit. And now, because of that, not only are things very difficult to archive, but the fucking the posts require you to have an account if you're going to look into what somebody said. And that to me is cancer. It's like everybody hates ad blocks. Everybody hates paywalls popping up when you come onto a news website and being like, hey, you want to read this? Pay us money. But that's exactly the kind of thing that this is. You know, you want to read the content on X, you got to get an X account. So anybody without an X account is probably not going to look at it. Like it's so much worse than YouTube and shit like it. It really is, because on YouTube you can at least see the content without a YouTube account. I think it's the same on Facebook with a lot of content. And like for Twitter to be not that way, it disincentivizes viewers, because Why the fuck would I join your site if I don't already know that there's a lot on there that I would like? And how would I know that if I can't even fucking see it? Oh, I can't? Oh, it cripples the site? Oh, it reduces initial interest? Oh, all this shit? Man. Motherfuck. Shit. Tanking a site was really, the price we'd pay for living in a post-woke mind virus society. It's asinine. If he really wants his site to, take off and thrive, he needs to be at a baseline, like the other sites who are doing fine. And it's not new either. Like, you're asking Kant, nothing new from Elon, basically. Yeah, but it's also not even a new thing that this happened. I just needed to get it off my chest, because, it's been a problem. Oh, you linked a Twitter thread, but, I don't have a Twitter, and I'm not going to support Elon Musk. So I can't see it. It's yeah, I mean, I guess so. I guess unless you have an account here, you're not going to be able to see jack fucking shit eventually. It's a really bad way to run a business. You should show people the product. But yeah. Anybody else got something? Or you again. If you've got something you want to discuss. Yeah, if any site if YouTube demanded that I create an account to watch a video, a lot of videos I would just click off or not even click, because a lot of the time, if I want to make sure that a video is something quality before I give it views, likes, and subs, I will click that and open it, right click it and open it in a private window. But that's not possible on Twitter with text posts. It's not possible on Twitter with text posts. So if somebody writes a really long text post with their Twitter blue check account shit, they can't just link it like they would any other site that allows you to link long form content. And it doesn't even look good. If you want to turn this site into a full-on blogging platform, make it more like WordPress and less like Parler. It sucks, asshole. Hello, Jester. If there is something you would like me to discuss, I can do so. Oh, you'll be amused to know that somebody now believes that I'm trans because I support trans people. The motherfucker thinks that I've got a wound that I need to dilate because I told him I identify as he, him. That's exactly the opposite of how that would be. But this motherfucker has only ever looked into vaginoplasty, never phalloplasty. But my cock is all natural. I do not, I've never had a surgery to begin with. Fucking... much less that surgery. I've never broke a bone, much less, sliced my boner. Fucking, it's so asinine. These people have nothing. So they just make shit up. Yeah, here, I'll post the thing in there. Because I might as well. I'll post it in the Discord. Put it in comments. Bimp. Also, let me do my bot rolls real quick here. While I'm waiting for somebody to have something to say. Yeah, it's pretty fucking hilarious. It's these people have nothing. They have nothing. If they actually knew me, they would know that I'm a fucking cishet. that I'm very much comfortable with my fucking masculinity and was assigned male at birth. The fact that I support trans people does not in fact make me trans, but I have literally been called that by so many fucking bigots who assume that I have to be either one of them or trying to fuck one of them in order to defend them. And it's like, no, and in fact the fact that you think so makes me very, very curious how you respond to supporting conservative Republican, usually men, as much as you do. It's almost like you're inconsistent, and if supporting someone means that you want to fuck them, that makes you pretty gay, since most of the men you want to, most of the people you support are men. But that's just syllogism. That's logic. These people can't do that. Jester says, "Why should it matter if you're trans or cis? They just want to listen to anything but your actual argument." Yeah, they do. They do. And I usually have pretty sound arguments. Like, I've made mistakes for sure, but I usually have pretty sound arguments. So these people got nothing. But yeah, if there's something you want to discuss, feel free. If it slows down too much, I will wrap and get to my workout. There will be a stream on Christian Anarchy next Saturday. There will be 3 more articles for Anarch Unity before the week is over. There's lots more coming in that regard. And there's a copy of the Twitter space that I did today against authoritarian right wings fucking masquerading as libertarians today that will be up tomorrow. I made a video recording of that, and I also turned on the recording feature for the spaces itself, so you can already listen if you want to, or you can wait until I've exported the video, maybe made a few tweaks, and then posted it to YouTube, where it will auto-post theoretically to both BitChute and Odyssey, because fucking BitChute is suddenly working again, and I'm not exactly sure why, because it stopped working arbitrarily not too long ago, or sorry, a long time ago, and then started back up arbitrarily not too long ago. Let me see if it's even still. Probably. I mean, it just started working again. So let's see if it's working again. I would laugh my fucking ass off if I suddenly had like an audience on BitChute and didn't even know about it. Because I turned it off. I just, in my brain, I turned it off so fucking long ago. Because it just wasn't working. What the fuck? Maybe that? What the fuck do you mean? Okay, alright, here. Maybe that one? Oh, okay. No, yeah, okay. So this one should be it. The fuck do you mean? Alright. Let's see if this one works. You know, I don't know why it's not working. But this was the password that I had used before. Let me see if I could just do a password reset. That'll probably be fine. Alright. Check the chat while it loads, because I might as well. Ah, you got a birthday coming up. Well, welcome. Welcome to the land of being much more oppressed. Because that's exactly what you're looking forward to when that birthday hits. Huh. It says I should be receiving it shortly, but I have not, in fact, received it shortly. Watch, it's gonna come in like fucking 20 hours. Like, oh shit, you wanted to reset your password, and here's a link. It expires in 12 minutes. We will see. I mean, and I know that it's on this particular account, that the email is on this particular account. I know that. So it should work. But anyway, I can check in the meantime. Yeah, so it is working. My fucking last stream has like 11 views. I bet everybody hates these streams. If I click into this, it's probably going to be somebody saying, "Fuck you!" Oh shit. It auto-played. I hate autoplay, that's for sure. Yeah, like, and so many of these are just uploading at completely arbitrary times. Like, there's no reason that these should have been uploaded in this order with this time. But they've been... And my shorts are automatically uploading, but not classified as shorts. So what the... What it... I've got 21 subscribers over there. How do I have any? I have not been producing consistent quality content, and I have not been producing it for BitChute, to say the least. So that's interesting. The fact that I still have any subscribers at all over there, and it's just sort of auto backing up. But it's auto backing up at dumb intervals. Like, it seems to be fetching everything at the wrong times. And then, like, so from July 25th, 2020, all the way up till October 28th, 2023. So it just the service just stopped working for 3 years for no reason. I didn't change shit. The service just stopped working for 3 years. I didn't change shit. And then it just fired back up last October and like started to post my shit again. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why? But I mean, it's fine. Like, it's just another place to jack off into. I like how it says some things are like not shown to sensitivity settings, and then like I look at what's not shown, and it's like more of my streams. So what the fuck? Some of my streams got classified as NSFW, I guess. No, they're not even labeled that. So what the hell? Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. None of this matters. Jester says 21 real ones. Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking... Rose in one of the chats on FB says, based on the name, I thought it would be you touching grass. No, it's just I name my shit bullshit because it doesn't matter. These streams are for like my audience. It's like supposed to be more isolated, and so because it's supposed to be more isolated to my audience specifically, I give it bullshit names so that it'd be harder to find. And I do that like because I don't want. This is the point of these is to talk to my people. The point of these isn't to talk to other people. If other people want to tune into these streams, then they can do that. But the point of these is specifically to talk to my people. So. Jester says POV, Jeremiah touches grass for 3 hours straight. At some point, I might do some nature bullshit, but I would have to have better equipment in order to mount my shit, because if I'm going to do nature shit, I'm going to do it right, and I'm going to take you guys through some of the places that I go, like walking through the city. And that would require me to get things that were like good for POV shots. But it would be something that I'd be open to. And it probably, honestly, it'd probably not be streams, because that'd be data heavy. Also, the thumbnail is the wrong thumbnail, and I'm not exactly sure why. But yeah, Rose, if you're interested, basically, this is a way for me to talk to my audience. So if you've got something you want to bring up, if you've got something you want me to talk about, feel free to post something in the chat, either here or there. Many such cases. And there will be actual original video content this week, because there's some shit that I gotta say. I got some shit to say just for the fuck of it. You want the government. I'm being told that I want the government to pay for bottom surgery. These people are obsessed. They are dilating their egos too much. All right. So, anything anybody else wants to, or well, I mean, anything else anybody wants to talk about? My goal is to provide at least 6 new pieces of content by the end of the week, and ideally 9. I've just got to make sure that I've got silly things like rent and expenses taken care of. The $5 today from that person on Venmo helped. Donated today during the stream. Jester says, I gotta show you my shelf. Yeah, we can have a VC after this. Off in my cult. But yeah, the stream was a success. The spaces. I got some followers off of it. I got some people interested in the next one, and I'm gonna be doing these probably 1 to 2 times a week. I think I could probably pretty successfully do them on Saturday and Wednesday on a routine basis. And I'm gonna try to get somebody else like on the spaces with me, Because the point of Spaces isn't just to hear one person yap. The point of Spaces is to hear for, like, fucking multiple perspectives, many different audiences all clashing in the same place. Like, when Spaces work, they actually do have the potential to do real good as a feature. They just don't work that well. Like, I had to have my fucking phone posted up on my bullshit with a headphone cable plugged into it. Because you can't start Spaces on a computer, on a PC. You have to start Spaces on a phone. And so I have my fucking phone sitting here next to me, muted. And I invited myself as a guest on an alt. That's janky as fuck. Nothing else requires that. Like, I'm pretty sure even Periscope has PC fucking streaming, and I know Spaces are served from Periscope servers. It's just an audio version of a Periscope. So, I don't know what the fuck their problem is. But it's a dumb problem, and it's probably super easy to fix. Like, they just, instead of copying WeChat, Mr. Technocrat fucking Musk bitch, just copy fucking StreamYards. Make StreamYards Spaces again. You know? Fucking just do it. Like, it's not that hard. It's e-chat services. You could embed a new Jitsi room in every space, and it would work fine. But you're not going to do something simple and easy. You're going to pretend that you need it to be much more complicated than it is. You don't. It's dumb. Like, and the fact that I know this and can diagnose it, and I'm not a fucking massive tech CEO, should tell you everything you need to know about these fucking people. Like, and I know it's served from Periscope because I've seen the M3U8 stream file. I've looked at the fucking network, like, monitor. I've seen the resources tab. I know where your shit is being served from. I know I'm right about this. So just make your Periscope stream like more like a StreamYard stream. So I'm being told that she doesn't know what a StreamYard stream is. StreamYard is for, and that, by the way, was not a laugh. That was a cough. StreamYard stream is for, like, vlogs and shit. What a StreamYard stream is it lets you send a link to a web page, which is a, like, video chat thing. Like, basically it's e-Skype. You send the link, people click the link, click into it, and then they can do video chat with you through the web service. And that video chat is then live broadcast to the services which are connected to the StreamYards account. And so, like, if I wanted to, for instance, stream to Facebook and YouTube at the same time, I could just send a StreamYards link out. And, like, it's that easy. And so, like, it could be that easy for fucking Twitter Spaces to do that, but that would involve Elon Musk not doing his proprietary bullshit and waxing his fucking cunt about that. So, yeah, basically, like, it's not that hard to fucking do it right, and Elon Musk won't do it right because he would rather censor people at the behest of governments and corporations and banks and shit than he would build new and better features. So, God, it's fucking... Jester says, I'm listening without headphones and my dad's probably like, cult? Yeah, right? Cult. The cult is activated. Remember the anti-zoo spaces? Yeah. Cringe. Like, a lot of these things are just cringe. Like, look, I'm as anti-dog fucker as you can get, but at the same time, um, if you're gonna make that your personality, fucking that's cringe, and it's going to result in a bunch of people who have nothing going for them and are socially maladjusted, and don't normally talk to anybody, acting very superior and acting like fucking witch hunters in their garbage fucking shit, not actually helping much. Yeah, Bryce has got it. He says it's a streaming service that allows people to stream together or solo if they want. But it's sort of like it's more designed for multi-streaming. Like you can, it can just be used as a standalone software for one stream, but the real point of StreamYards is to be able to respond to multiple chats at once and have it serve to multiple different services at once. Um, it's actually pretty useful. Um, but I know how to make an Nginx server that will do the same thing if I ever wanted to get into multi-streaming. I would need a better internet connection first, though, so that's why I'm not doing that. And also because it's kind of jank. Jester says it's just a circle jerk of people hating zoos. Yeah, and like, good, but like, also there's so many people who are in the anti spaces who are toxic and psychologically maladjusted, and you know they really just want to kill somebody, and so they found a target, and instead of like getting well and doing better and being strong enough to even do shit if they had the option or opportunity, these motherfuckers want to pretend that they're doing something by larping online as hunters. No, you're not a hunter. You have a Twitter account. You make content for YouTube. It's like Mama Max recently and his fucking bullshit crusade where he made up that fucking series of accusations against this werewolf cult guy. And I think the victims weren't even real. But like, either way, he went about it all wrong, fucking calling out a bunch of YouTubers and trying to bait them into supporting the story by saying that they're a terrible person, ignoring fucking evil by blah blah blah. And maybe, but they probably just didn't know. And most of the people involved in these accusations, most of the people he accused, have come out since and been like, I didn't even know, or I had other shit that I was trying to do, or you didn't give me enough information, or you're just a hack. Like, Mama Max is such a hack. So that's what's happened here so far with that. But like, yeah, it's like that with so many people. They're just maladjusted by default, and they're not very good at it. Rose says having to stream solo does sound pretty sad. I resemble that statement, and yes, I am sad. Um, but yeah, the whole thing involving like hunting circles in general. A lot of them are into it for the wrong reasons. A lot of them support bad people alongside it. A lot of them support like bad people of one sort because they don't like pedos. Like, oh yeah, you're a Nazi? You would kill children if those children were Jewish? Jump on board. We love you. It's fucking asinine. It's like so many of these people. They just like jump on any opportunity to talk about how society is becoming more and more degenerate. And instead of being reasonable and being like, hey, maybe we shouldn't use Nazi language to describe shit like this, and we shouldn't be working with like a bunch of terrible people. Um, if you challenge any of them, any of the people in these cultist circles, they will latch onto that and fucking come after you. It's happened to me multiple occasions, like, and usually the people running those circles are as bad or worse than the people they claim to hate. It's fucking it's so asinine. But they don't like pedos or zoophiles, and so you can't criticize them or you're a pedo or a zoophile. Nope. No, in fact, go fuck yourself. Either do better than they are or don't pretend to be better than they are. There are multiple ways to victimize the innocent, and you shouldn't be one of them if you're going to claim to defend them. Same with all these fucks who are like, you know, oh, we don't like groomers, but really what they don't like is LGBT people, and they won't go against any groomer in non-LGBT circles, and they pretend that being LGBT and talking to kids is grooming by default, and those are the sorts of people that get way too much traction in circles like that. So, at some point I might. Yeah, I probably will. But, make a video on that, Jester. But for now, I'm going to focus on fucking a bunch of shit that's been going down in Liberty and Liberty adjacent spaces. So, I'm fucking tired. I keep on rubbing my face because it's sort of like something to do to keep me awake. I'm exhausted. I am exhausted. It's been an exhausting week. So, with that in mind, lots coming this week. If you're not already subbed, feel free to sub to this channel, and you'll get anywhere from 2 to 3 new videos this week. Probably not 5, but possibly 5. Expect that. And expect lots of clips on my Facebook if you're already there. Expect lots of things coming on like places like Twitter and etc. There's lots of things that I'm going to do to start to really magnify my presence and the monetizability thereof, because fuck being poor. And fuck needing like $680 by next Friday and not having any of it. That's ass. So, I'll be trying to de-ass myself over 2024. If y'all want to be a part of that solution, feel free. Like, share, subscribe. But most importantly, over this coming week, find ways that you can personally smash the fucking state.